welcome everyone to day 2 of the LEC Summer Group Stage live from Berlin, Germany, as we see the usual preparation from Team BDS here. Although it's not so much a winter season, but I guess they decided to have this.
I love the projector in the background. That's such a nice little touch.
And Heretics as well, playing football. We play football in Europe, we don't play soccer. Getting ready for the game. Who's got the best warm-up though here, if we can compare? Because I feel like training,
one place was very cold. The other
winter
one is a bit
sports. Actually, given how warm it is outside, I'd rather be on BDS.
Much rather actually, I would much rather be outside playing football. That's
I'm probably with Reckless on this.
Yeah, and you used to play football actually, professionally, so that makes sense.
We used to play a lot with Jankos actually. We used to play almost every week back in G2.
Nice prep outside of the game. Well, we can still focus on League of Legends here because yesterday we kicked off the best of threes with Group B, and SK came out of the gate swinging, securing a huge win against Fnatic. GB, what was your thought on this series? Clearly an upset given the expectations we had.
Well, I can tell you as much as I probably expected this one to be a 2-0. Did I expect it to be a 2-0 for SK?
Nope.
No, not at all whatsoever. I thought SK looked completely elevated from any game that they actually had during spring season. It came down to the team fighting, it came down to the setup. It just felt like no one was making a mistake yesterday that cost them the game. And that's kind of been the story of SK in the regular season. Even in some of the games where they actually got ahead, they always ended up making a mistake to throw the game. And that just didn't happen against Fnatic yesterday.
And that's something that Exakik mentioned when he had him at PGL yesterday, Reckless, the fact that he regained confidence, focused on his game, and actually looked much better against Fnatic. And playing against Noah, I feel, gave him a bit more fuel to perform.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Exakik's PGL interview yesterday was really something else, just his way of being aware this year, like how this year was for him. I think that really spoke for someone that is not at that age and at that stage of his career, and it was really impressive to see just how aware he was of where he is at and how his progress has been throughout this year and how good he actually played yesterday. He had a Deathless series yesterday, so it was really impressive to see.
It's actually amazing to see how much these players have grown, especially when you consider the fact that coming into this year, SK was this rookie lineup, no veteran to guide them, and they found their way within the league and actually made it to the group stage one more time. And if they beat Excel on Monday, they will qualify to season finals. That would be a huge series for them. So what are the first takeaways that we can
Well, I think for sure, as Martin said as well, it's the fact that you can finally come back. You need some momentum. And I think any team can develop a good honeymoon period, but what really is a good way of having a analytical take on a team is what does it look like once they start failing, because that's really where the teams will be tested. Now they finally got a dub against Fnatic yesterday. Now the question is, how far can you take this momentum?
It's a good boost for them, of course, but focusing a bit more on the game, the similarities we had within the 4 games we saw was Kai'Sa first picked in all 4 games. We knew that it was going to be a clutch pick in the meta, both on mid lane and bot lane, and here it was the highest priority on blue side especially.
Yeah, I think sadly Static Shiv is the villain in this story. We saw a few Static Shivs yesterday, mainly on Kai'Sa, and I feel like she's strong on her own, but together with the Static Shiv, it's out of control, and it's also a flex pick, something we might see in today's series. So definitely something that just needs to be banned, I think, on this patch until they figure out what to do with the Static Shiv.
That's the thing as well, it gives you so much flexibility. We've seen some of the Luden's Echo build, we saw the Rageblade build. There's the one where you can fight around in a team fight, find the right moment after poking them down with W, then jumping in. Or there's just a super annoying, well, almost an ARAM Kai'Sa that so many are familiar with, where you just can't do anything. You just keep taking damage, she just keeps firing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was a good answer against LeBlanc. Now we need a good answer against Kai'Sa. But speaking of champions in the meta, in our latest episode of Pop Quiz, players had to guess the champion abilities based on few clues. Let's take a look.
We're going to start with ability clues. I'm going to describe an ability to you, and you need to tell me which champion it is based on the description.
Okay.
And I give you 2 clues. You try to guess. If you cannot guess, or if you guess wrong, I give you another clue, and then another clue.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
So, first one. So casting this ability gives you bonus movement speed, and you become ghosted, and after a delay it gives you attack speed. And the cast time of this ability scales with attack speed. So the more attack speed you have, the faster the cast is to finish.
Can it be a summoner spell?
No.
Okay.
Only champion ability.
Is it Cannon E?
Switch.
So that's not Draven W, right?
I need another tip.
Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of this ability.
Nocturne Q? It's like Warwick W.
My brain goes panic. I think it's a champ, I don't know. I am sure of it.
I have no idea. Give me just the final clue, like I don't know.
When this ability is upgraded, you get 0.5 seconds of invisibility.
Who has invisibility for 0.5? I can't see a champ like that.
It's so hard. Or maybe I'm just stupid.
I think I'm probably stupid, but I will say Nico, but probably not.
Upgrade?
Kaisa.
Is they?
Oh, okay, it's Kaisa E.
Yeah, it's Kaisa. Kaisa E.
Kaisa E. Oh my god, I'm trolling. Okay, makes sense. It's fine, now it's first one. I get everything from now. Now my brain is working now.
All right, next one. This is a conditional shield based on the champion's maximum HP. And this ability grants sight of a target location for 1 second after a 2-second delay.
A shield. What champions has shields? Karma has a shield. Janna has a shield. But conditionally.
Eco W.
Thresh W?
Is it Melio W?
Okay, just give me that clue. I'm so confused.
Okay, so this ability does AoE magic damage that scales off of AP and 15% of your target's maximum health.
Oh! Zeri W?
Set W?
Corki Q.
This game, a lot of champions. Oh my god. Riot should stop release champion.
Can you give me one more vitality?
Okay, it's also AoE slow.
I don't know, like maybe I'm like too sleepy or something, but like I don't see any champion. What?
Should it be Aurelion ulti?
Swain W?
Sometimes you cannot give a shield because you didn't, you weren't in the ability.
Okay, I understand. Volibear E.
Volibear.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Okay, that was really hard, honestly, but I don't want the players to be the only ones to suffer from this game. So, of course, we wanted this ourselves, and production has prepared 4 abilities for us. There's no way we're going to go through 4, by the way.
We're gonna read this.
But,
It's never as near hard as that Volibear E. It's gonna be tough.
Let's start now. Has 0.25 second cast time. After that cast time, deals magic damage and slows nearby enemies.
Is this either an E-shield?
Nope.
Cast time? I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but 0.25 is very quick, you know. Maybe it's just like... And
Okay,
then
next hint.
Oh yeah,
maybe?
let's go for the next
Oh,
one.
okay, fair enough.
Okay, the champion can cast all other abilities, summoner spells, and item active during the ability.
Is it slow?
It's easy.
Wait, it is slow as well, so that can't be true, right? Because, like, wait, the champion can cast all their other abilities, summoner spells, and items active during the... Oh, it's doing the ability.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, wait.
Is it Nico?
I was
No.
thinking it's some kind of spinning thing.
Is it Vladimir E?
No. Okay, next,
Okay, next one.
next, we'll see. Scoring an enemy champion takedown
Yes.
fully resets
It's
the
Tristana
ability's
W.
cooldown. Yeah, I was about to say.
Wow!
Of course you would know.
Wow, they picked Tristana.
Okay, next one.
Wow, okay.
Next one. Clue
Lord.
number
Hold up.
1. The passive as well as active grants bonuses movement speed, and the passive bonus movement speed is reduced by 50% while in combat. I have no clue.
Is this really? Yes! Wow. I
Nice.
got that one. Let's go.
Okay, one last one.
Support
Do we
champions
have
I can do.
We can try last one, I guess.
That was
Okay.
That was crazy good.
Yeah.
The ability grants lifesteal at level 1.
The ability grants lifesteal.
Can it be runes? No, it's
1.
just champions. Okay.
At level 1 lifesteal.
Sounds like top laner.
I was thinking all the
Okay, one more
classes,
hint.
but-
There's like
One more
maybe-
hint.
Wait, is this Olaf?
Okay, the ability
W?
grants even more lifesteal at level 7. Well, come on, guys.
Wait, this could this be?
I'm wondering
Nasus
how
passive?
Twitch chat is doing on this. Okay, next hint.
Nasus passive.
don't know.
The... Oh!
I can't believe you got that. Who even plays Nasus nowadays?
I do sometimes in my normals.
Wow.
I guess you guys win.
Did we win?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, okay, we'll do the last one. Line skill shot that deals magic damage to the first enemy hit and has 0.25 second cast time.
Needless spear?
It's not Kaiser, right?
No,
Do
it's
Kaiser
only-
W again. That would be too easy after they used it, right?
Okay, second one. Is it a
Yeah.
champion that we saw yesterday? If we can, no. The ability also slows for 2 seconds, which stacks if the ability is used again within the duration of the slow.
Wait, was this the buff to the... Wait, which champion was it that got this buff? Was this the Iron buff in the E?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, clue number 3.
Oh,
we
it's
can
the
have
slow
it.
that stacks, not the shield that stacks.
Inflicts the enemy with magic damage reduction for 4 seconds, which also stacks in the same way as the slow. I'm gonna let you guys play. I'm just out of it.
Yeah, because I'm kind of
I've
lost,
got
I'm not
nothing.
gonna lie.
You got nothing? Venture
Wait,
a guess.
It infects enemy with
Venture
magic
a guess.
damage reduction. Wait, it's Rumble, it's
5
Rumble.
seconds.
It's Rumble.
4.
It's
Rumble E?
It's Rumble. It's Rumble.
Nice.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Based. You did well. Better than in rehearsals, honestly.
You did well.
We all did well.
Wow, we're so
It's a
great,
team
aren't
game
we?
in the end. We can talk about the games we have on our hands today, as we're gonna have Team BDS facing off against Heretics. As a reminder, important one, if BDS wins today, if they win any best of 3 series actually, they will lock in season finals. Team Heretics, on the other hand, require a top 3 finish to even have a chance of making it to summer finals. And what do we make of these odds, considering BDS's road in the best of ones and Heretics doing much better this time around in summer?
Well, I think for sure for Heretics, it already displays the fact that they had that awful of a, well, spring and winter going for
Yeah.
them. And it just means that they have to put everything on the lines to continue their run. In light of everything, their recent performance has been very good. Whereas on the side of BDS, it sounds easy, but based on some of their regular season performance, might be a bit of a harder journey, actually.
I'm just wondering how much they got impacted by spring finals and getting reverse swept by Mad Lions when you consider the fact that, for me, when I look at BDS in best of ones, Martin, it feels like it's mostly individual misplays rather than team synergy being impacted.
Yeah, I would say in summer it was also a lot just them sort of experimenting and not really being sure of what to do. When I looked at BDS in spring, they were so solid in every game. Didn't matter who they were playing, what the lane matchups were, nothing, just solid every game. And in summer, a little bit shaky. So I'm hoping with this patch change in 2 weeks coming into today that they have a better idea of what they want to be as a team.
And in that sense, I'm wondering how Shio is going to do, because he was fantastic in spring, a bit more shaky coming here in summer, but yet again, when all the lanes are collapsing, it makes sense to me that the jungler would be also impacted.
It's that, and sometimes it's not just collapsing, it's just a lack of proactivity that we saw so much from BDS in spring. I think Shio is an easy one to point out if you want to point fingers at one individual, but there's so much that comes with this role. In spring, everyone was so good at playing around him so he could counter jungle. They were already making plans in the early game. They were all about the dragon stacking, so of course they were grouping around Shio, but we haven't really been able to see that, and because of that, he's not been able to shine as much as he did in spring either.
Yeah, unlike Yonkos, who I feel has been shining a lot, and he's been empowering his solo laners also, I feel. And I want to mention Vitio here because I know that Yonkos has been helping him getting through the laning phase, learning so much about the game, and maybe having a renaissance within this Heretics team. How do we reflect on Vitio's progress and redemption story, I feel, with this team?
Honestly, I feel like Vitio has been amazing from day one of joining LEC. It's kind of sad that it didn't work out in Excel, but just as amazing that he's now coming back into this and actually dominating games, even the ones that they've been losing, the one against Fnatic especially. He had such a performance that you could think that he is one of the best mids in the league. And that's just crazy to think when he was in Excel 2 splits ago, finishing 10th.
Exactly, it's such a cool story to rewrite as well, because so many, there is doubters, right? Was Misfits just a fluke? That one MVP season where you could finally show what you were able to perform? No, you're able to replicate it as well coming into this team, and I think that's what's so awesome about Vitio, that even in some of their losses, as you say, he's still the one shining. He's really displaying that he wants to be here. And champion pool isn't an issue this time around. That was some of the things where Vitio caught some flack, even back in the Misfits days, but he's been so willing to experiment now.
And it's going to be really interesting to see both these teams facing off. And let's see if Team BDS can lock in their spot in the season finals, or if Team Heretics can crash the party here, as we leave it to Kajol and Dracos for Game 1.